I'm Henry Doyle. My name's Henry Doyle. I'm on the road and trying to be a poet and a writer. I live in the downtown east side. I live in an apartment building. I pay my own rent. I work part-time as a janitor, a dishwasher sometimes, and digger of holes. And that's how I survive. The poem that got published in the Megaphone. Megaphone is a street magazine here in the downtown east side, dedicated to low-income writers and people that are living down here that are struggling. There's a lot of them that are beautiful, and they do write, and they do come to our writing classes. And Megaphone is an outlet for them. Megaphone is, like I said, a downtown east side magazine where street people could actually sell that magazine for $2 a piece. There's a lot of guys, a lot of women that have their own corners in their own areas where they do sell the magazine. And this poem was actually published in the Megaphone and the 24-hour newspaper here in Vancouver. I called this poem the Room and House Blues. In the newspaper they called it the Room and House Blues in the downtown east side. Originally it was called Room and House Blues. And Room and House Blues is about, I've been living in room and houses since for like 30 years. Off and on. This is my first real apartment. I've been here for just going over 4 years now, first time ever. And I've lived in room houses all my life, all my adult life. And they're madhouses. They are certainly madhouses, believe me. This madhouse that I lived in when I was working at the day labor here for $8 an hour, paying my own rent, not on social services or any crap like that. This room and house, I lived here down at Alexandra. It was they threw me in the basement. It seems almost every room and house I ever went to, they always threw me in the basement. They took one look at me and threw me in the basement. So I called it my little underground. And this is called Room and House Blues. I sit here at my TV lost in this little dirty underground welfare room. I turn away as the pizza commercial comes on. Get up like off of flypaper from my garbage bin lazy boy. I look into the room's full-size fridge, discovering only sad, lonely 3-day-old craft dinner and stale bread and peanut butter. Just a Skid Row survival kit. I head out into January's dark rains for the meal line at UGM, just another organization that sells their religion for a free meal. I stand there in hunger and madness with a piece of cardboard for an umbrella. I feel like a refugee in my own country. I take a seat beside a neighbor dude that is only in his 30s but looks 50. Smells like an open bottle of Listerine. My next seat is beside this little old man, curled up on his chair like it could be his bed, smelling of urine. He shivers the cold streets off his ragged, dirty, skinny body. Looking around with wide, lost, saucer eyes as if bombs are going off near us. I stand up against the wall, wishing I had a blindfold on in that last cigarette. We're packed in there like hungry cattle on the way to Van Gogh's slaughterhouse. The old, dull, brown, sad auditorium smells like moldy, dirty laundry, as us cattle have to sit in anxious hunger now and listen to an amateur Jesus freak for 30 minutes before we sit down to the 3-minute meal. He's a well-to-do doctor, and for show and tell, he brings his son. He brings his picturesque son on stage like he just won the lottery, leaves exit stage left. The doctor starts his long, old, deep well story, like his soul was for that. Always mixed in with, if you don't accept Jesus Christ, you're going to hell kind of shit. His suit and haircut is worth more than what I make at the $8 hour, 8-hour slave labor pool in 6 months. Getting to the bottom of his deep well story, he tells us the other day he had to let this woman know that her husband of 37 years was dying. With arms wide open, like he's on top of a mountain, he tells us that the woman and husband are Buddhists, giving us a picture in words of him watching this woman now praying beside her dying husband, and he shaking his head thinking to himself that they are both going to hell now because they don't believe in Jesus fucking Christ. I would have gotten sick right there, but I didn't have anything in my stomach. I should have brought earplugs and that Bukowski novel I'm reading. Notes of a dirty old man from just another dirty old man. Thank you.